Lios and Chimanyavu Kechamalea tu Itaiwai. Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Today we are going to be talking about sacred waters, indigenous water and ocean mythology across cultures. Water has always been more than a resource, it is alive, sacred, and powerful. Across indigenous nations and world traditions, it flows through the heart of creation, carrying songs, spirits, and memory. Water teaches balance, it gives life, heals the body, but it can also destroy when disrespected. It reflects the principle that everything in the world, human, spirit, and nature, is connected. For many indigenous peoples, to honor water is to honor life itself. It is a relative, a teacher, and a protector. From the freshwater springs of the north to the waves of the Pacific, every story of creation begins with the breath of water. Creation and waters of life. In almost every creation story, water exists before land, fire, or sky. It is the beginning, the womb of the world. Among the Navajo, or the Ne, the first world, Nihodilhil, was a island surrounded by mist and water. It was here that the first beings emerged, guided by the union of the sky and water. Even the sacred figure coyote, was called he who was formed in the water, symbolizing how life rose from this living element. For the Haudenosaunee Iroquois, the world was once covered by water until Sky Woman fell from the heavens. Animals dove into the depths to bring up mud from beneath the waves, which grew on the turtle's back into the land we now know. This story, known as the Earth Diver, reminds us that cooperation and respect for the waters are what allow life to thrive. And for the Anishinaabe, the great migration westward was guided by prophecy, a promise that their people would find the land where food grows on water. This sacred food, monomen, wild rice, still grows on lakes and rivers across the Great Lakes region, carrying both nourishment and memory. The spirits beneath the waves. Where there is water, there are spirits. In Inuit tradition, the ocean belongs to Sedna, the sea goddess who rules over all marine life. Betrayed and cast into the icy waters by her father, Sedna's fingers became the seals, whales, and walruses that sustain the people. When hunters dishonor the sea or take more than they need, Sedna grows angry and withholds the animals. Shamans must journey to her underwater realm to soothe her spirit, combing her hair, speaking prayers, and restoring harmony between humans and the sea. The Ojibwe tell of Mishibizhiw, the water the underwater panther who guides lakes and rivers. Its scales shine like copper, its antlers pierce the waves, and its roar stirs the storm. Mishibizhiw is both healer and destroyer, protector of the medicines and keeper of the water's mystery. Before crossing deep lakes, people would offer tobacco to calm this spirit and show respect for the waters it commands. The dual power of water. Water cleanses, heals, and renews, yet it also teaches humility. In Mexica cosmology, the Teotl Chalchiuhtlicue, she of the jade skirt, governed rivers, at lakes, and floodwaters of the world. She nurtured crops and brought fertility, but when balance was broken, she unleashed a flood that destroyed the entire age of humanity. Those she speared were transformed into fish, continuing life in a new form. Her story reminds us that water gives and takes with equal force, that respect for it is essential for survival. These lessons echo across the Americas and beyond, whether in rivers, rain, or ocean. Water carries the sacred responsibility of balance. It cleanses the spirit, feeds the earth, and listens to our prayers. Water as a living being. For indigenous peoples, water is not a thing, it is a being. The Lakota phrase, Mini wičhóni, water is life, captures this truth. The Blackfeet teach that every lake and stream is home to divine beings who hear our words. Across nations, people protect the water through song, ceremony, and community action. Today's indigenous water protectors, from Standing Rock to the Amazon, continue ancient responsibility. Their prayers echo the voices of the ancestors who saw water as sacred kin. In protecting water, we protect our own spirit. When we listen to these stories, the waves of Sedna, the flood of Chalchiuhtlicue, the migration of the Anishinaabe, the creation of the Navajo, we hear a shared truth. Water remembers. It remembers ceremony, it remembers our words, it remembers when we honor it and when we do not. As you learn these mythologies, remember that each story is a ripple in a larger ocean of indigenous wisdom. Honor where each come from. Listen to the elders, sing to the rain, offer tobacco to the rivers, and above all, protect the water because it protects you. Thank you for listening and watching the audio of Nihodilhil reports. We hope you have a great day. Tuwalya sa Chumiyako Siabu. Yaw sa Chimak.